有些人问完问题，但是你却不知道从何着手，为什么呢？第一，问题太长；第二，重点很多；第三，故事跟问题不相关。那碰到这个状况，要如何回应呢？Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管与沟通力的 Podcast。I'm Sherry, an educator, certified coach, and style enthusiast. 我相信专业有效的沟通是语言跟逻辑的完美结合。
And I'm Nick, a startup consultant, corporate trainer, and late-night gaming junkie. I believe great communication requires the right mindset and solid frameworks.
我们希望带给大家职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。
Join us each week as we share our experience, research, and methodologies to take your communication and language skills from good to great. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Executive Plus podcast. We've all been there, sitting in a meeting or a conference call, and someone asks a question, but they preface that question with about 5 other questions or a long story that finally gets to the point of that question. Or they ask a question and then run into a diatribe about their own experiences, often leaving the person being asked wondering about what they're supposed to answer or when they're supposed to answer. So today, we want to share a few tips and techniques about how to jump in and give your answer after one of these exciting question types.That's
right. 我现在常在观察很多的一些 interviewer, 比如说 podcaster 也好啦，或者是在电视上的 watching any kind of interview. 然后我就会发现啊，很多人在问问题的时候，他为了要让他的问题更清楚，或者他可能觉得他第一个问题好像问得不够好，所以他又来第二个，然后第三个。So we call this like stacking questions, right? Stack 就是去叠嘛，一直去叠你的问题。But the problem is that you probably ended up asking 4 different questions, and it's really hard to respond to that.
If you want to answer a stacking question, there's a few ways to go about it. One is you can identify what you think is the most important question and focus your answer on that. Or you can start from the beginning and push through one by one. If you were to identify the first question or what you believe is the most important question, you may just say something like, I believe your original question was, and then start your answer from there.
Yeah, absolutely. 所以其实一个很重要的技巧就是，当你听到这样子问题又接着问题，像这样重叠的这种问题方式的话，你就可以来选择你觉得最重要的问题是哪一个，或者你可能就回到它原本的最原始的一个问题。So I believe your original question was, or maybe you can say, I believe your first question was.然后你就帮他做一个 rephrase， 然后让对方来跟你讲说没有错，这个就是我刚刚要问的问题。So I think one thing it's really important to actually understand is that sometimes people don't know they're stacking their questions.
Another way to call out what you think is the most important is you may just say oh, we're a bit short on time, or we don't have a lot of time to get into everything, so let me just answer this question, or let me just answer this part. And you can focus again on what you believe is the most important question or the thing you are prepared to answer.
Now, if you're short on time, 那当然如果你的时间不够的话，如果有一些问题你现在没有办法很完整的去回答， then you just say, let's follow up later and discuss that in our next meeting. Or you can just schedule a meeting on the spot to discuss a different issue.Another
option that you have is you can actually call out or bring attention to there were a lot of questions there and have the other side clarify or narrow down where they would like you to begin. So you may say something like, I hear a few questions in there. Do you have a particular place you'd like me to start? Or is there a question you would really like me to begin with?
其实这个部分你也帮助问问题的人能够了解到他刚刚可能问了很多不同的问题，那你请对方能够再重新的整理一下。So I think this is a very good way to respond to someone that doesn't really know they're stacking their question. And I think with experience, I would say 99% of the time, people don't really know They're stacking questions.
Yeah, you often run into people who are sort of thinking out loud while they ask questions, and they may shift the direction or have decided a new direction that they want to take the conversation, so they interject new questions.
Yeah.
So actually just stopping and clarifying with them, be like, oh, I heard a lot of things there. Is there somewhere you would like me to start? Or is there a burning question in your mind that I can begin with?
Right.
That will usually help them clarify, come back and go, okay, this is what I really want to know.
And of course, you can also answer the question the way you want. 用你的逻辑，用你的顺序. So you can say, I'll try to answer these one at a time, starting with this question.
I really like this question, so let me start there and see if I can answer everything. And then you just go from there.
Yeah. Instead of feeling very confused or you feel so overwhelmed, you can clarify or you can pick the question that you want to answer.
So let's jump into another scenario. We all know that person who enjoys telling their own stories and surrounding that in a question. So what do you do if someone kind of gives you a mini speech either before or after they ask the question, and one of two things happens? Maybe you lose the question because you forgot what they asked after they gave their mini speech, or two, you're not really sure what they're asking based on their scenario. Well, there's a few things that you can say. The first one being, if I understand you correctly, you were asking about this thing. So you can just use a clarification process and calling out what you think the question is, and then allow them to be like, okay, that was my question, or that wasn't my question. Then you can answer.
Exactly, yeah. I think a lot of times people get into story mode because they wanted to like really creating and explain the context, right? 但是有时候他们在讲到一半，他们可能自己也忘记他原本想要问的什么问题。That happens quite a lot in real life. So with clarifying, you can definitely get to the actual question they're trying to ask.
In some cases, the story or speech that someone gives you can be used to your advantage. Meaning is, if there's a particular point or idea or part of the story that relates to your own answer, even if you don't remember the exact question, you can use the point that you heard and bridge it into answer you want to give. What strikes me about what you said is this part. In my experience, and then relate your experience to that piece of their story. And this helps like kind of bridge what they were saying with what you want to say. Otherwise, there are cases where your answer and what they were just talking about are not related.
So by saying what strikes me about 这个部分其实就在讲说，你刚刚讲的某个部分对我来讲，我听到我觉得特别的重要 right? What's like actually more important for me? So I think in this way, you can talk about what your belief is. 如果今天这个对方他问问题，他可能你现在这个场合比较有点属于你在做一个 promotion. You're pitching, you're promoting, you're doing marketing for your company or for yourself. 当然你要讲的是跟你相关的，而且是跟你的产品是 it's actually beneficial to your product. 所以这个时候你就可以去选择我要来怎么样回答这个问题。虽然这个问题很长，很多的一些重点跟故事 but you can still really make it so that it works for you.
And you can do that by a few things, like the what strikes me about what you say. You can also just be like, I really agree with this thing that you said. Or it's even an opportunity to create maybe a more interesting dynamic and be like, I'm going to have to push back on this piece. And then maybe you have a different angle or a different way to talk about something that they said. But it can create a good conversation.
Treat this as a good conversation. 有的时候我们进去面对人家问的问题，尤其是如果你今天可能站在台上，你的 position 比较 vulnerable 一点，可能下面比较多人，大家在丢问题，但是这个时候可以把它变成是一个 conversation. You know, it's a lot of, it can be a back and forth. 所以我希望今天这个单元呢，能够帮助很多人在面对超级长非常多的问题，你要知道说该怎么样来回应才是听起来很专业的。But I have to say, one thing you absolutely need to keep in mind is that you have to be very sure about what you want to say, right? 有的时候因为人家很多的问题，我们会忘记到底自己的重点在哪里。So be very certain with your point and what you want to deliver. And then hopefully with these way to respond, you can get to exactly the question you want to answer.
So we hope that if you ever get put in a situation where someone starts question stacking you or someone starts telling their own story in relation to a question that they want to ask, that you're ready for that type of question and ready with a good answer. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Executive Plus podcast is a Presentality Group production, produced and hosted by Sherry Fang and Nick Howard. You can search us on Facebook, 主管英文 Executive Plus. You can also find us on Instagram, Communication R&D, and email us at sherry@epstyleplus.com.